Well, good morning, everyone. I thought I would give you a little update on the craft room redesign and makeover and move. So these storage units were all from Stampin' Storage, and I had them in just the natural wood color. But you know, my craft room is all white. So I'm painting each one. This is for paper. Let's see, again, more paper. This one back there holds my Stampin' Up! Inks, my re-inkers, and also my markers. This one goes on top of it, again, for more Stampin' Up! Inks and re-inkers. This is a punch holder, and then I've got several paper storage units, but I've got the first coat of paint on. I'm gonna let it dry. It's beautiful weather here, and I'll take you inside to show you what I've been doing in there. So what I want to do is show you what I've got here, just kind of sitting on my floor. I laminated some cardstock and put on the top the theme. These are my French books. These are going to be kind of Asian influence books, my Italian books, my German books, my English books, and ledgers. And then I'm going to show you in my bookcase how I'm going to have those so that when I need a specific type of book, I can go right to it. So I've got all my books organized now. So say for instance, I need music. I can just go and everything behind there is music. If I need children's books, everything behind there is children's. My French books are all there. Italian books tucked back in there. Then my German books all tucked back in there. Just scan out a little bit. And then so on and so forth. So it makes it really easy for me to find whatever I need. And then this one right here, English. So that's all my English books, my dictionaries, vintage books. And then here, religious books. My, this is a hymn book from the 1800s. Let's see, 1867. This is a Greek New Testament. This is a Book of Mormon that's in Arabic, which is pretty amazing that was translated into Arabic. And then, let's see, this is, let me pull it out. I don't want to tear that page. It's a German devotional book. Anyway, they're all there set up for me to be able to get to them. Now to this closet, and it's pretty well organized now. I had my son-in-law move my file cabinet in here, and so here along this part of the closet hanging is all of my tablecloths that I will use to cut up to make journal covers. There's some lace. It was all of my big fabrics. Look at, isn't that a beautiful tablecloth? I bought that from Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos. She has an online sale every Monday and Thursday. If you just go to Sacred Mementos on YouTube, you'll be able to see her channel. I think I bought this too from her, and I've used it in some book cover, journal covers. And then, oh, I just picked this up too from her. Isn't that beautiful? So I'll be cutting that up. And then the other thing that I did is all of my, see, OCD does help out sometimes. Then all of my kind of placemats and stencils that I use for coffee staining paper, I just hung them up here with these clothes hangers there so I can get to them. There's some batting down there. And then this is just my photo albums there. I've got my big shot there and my ironing board, my big shot. And then over here to the left is all of my Christmas stuff. I'm going to start having to pull that out real soon. And then this is just backdrops for filming, my cutting mat for various things. These are 2 boxes that I still have to unpack. These, I kept my Copic markers in them. I don't any longer. This is a project that I've been working on for years. It's a cross stitch. I still haven't finished it. I mean, literally like 20 years I've been working on that. This is a quilt that I did finish and that I made. I'm going to just pull it back so you guys can see it. It's beautiful. It's greens and purples, and it's that diamond. And I made that in 2017. I love that quilt. I told my kids that when I'm in a nursing home, I want that quilt on my bed. And then these are my tablecloths that I actually use when I have dinner parties or people over for dinner. This one, oh, I love this tablecloth here. It's just a little, it's green and white, but I bought it in Italy. I just love that. Oh, and I have matching dishes to go with it. So anyway, so that's that. I've still got a lot more organizing. Oh, I can kind of show you. Sorry about the motion, but I do want to show you. Here, I did put my scrap rack there. And so you've heard me talk about this in other videos that I can just go to it real quickly. Everything is logged in Evernote. So all I have to do is type in what I'm looking for, and it will tell me which page in my scrap rack I need to go to. And then this thus far is kind of empty. And then down here is where I have right now my Fabri-Tac and my 3-in-1 glue. And I've got more space to put stuff. Yippee! Not sure what I'm going to put down there yet. Then as I go around, again, sorry for the jiggling of the camera, but that shelf is my fabric and threads. The desk is still a mess, still working on that. Now this is one more thing that I was able to get organized. It is my sewing cart. It's on wheels, so I'll be able to pull it around as I need it. Oops, didn't need to do that. But I have, you know, everything that has to do with sewing. My sister made me this. Thank you, Sherry. I love it. I've got my scissors and my rotary cutter there. I've got magnifying glasses for hand stitching that's close up. That's a drawer with all kinds of needles. And then here's, I've showed this, and I'm going to try to link these for you guys. Those are those organizational things for threads and lace and what have you. But anyway, this was nice to have this cart finished here too. So I was able to get all my Stampin' Up! Inks organized in there. It's got re-inkers and my Stampin' Up! Markers. This shelf here has all of my non-Stampin' Up! Paper, and it also houses some of the ephemera that I would use to make things. It also has my guillotine cutter, and then This is from Stamp and Storage. It is all of my punches that would fit in that unit. I have some other punches in a drawer, and I had painted that. And then let's focus here. That's my 12 by 12 paper on the left hand side, and on the right hand side will be my 8 by 8 paper. And then I also have over in this little, I think I got those at Walmart. They hold 12 by 12 paper, and it will have some various papers in there, scraps and what have you. And then I thought on this little basket here, I would have my kits. Here is my Jane Austen kit from Medieval Mirage. This is also Medieval Mirage. And then I also have just some file folders. These are ledger pages, dictionary pages, checks and receipts, Rachel's Italian pages that I've gotten from her, some English pages, German, French, and then just some various other things that I've gotten. So these bags are quite nice. I got them at Walmart, and they hold 8 by 11.5-inch paper very nicely. I know I've got some more somewhere, so any kit that I purchase, I will be putting in there. Now, I was able to get my sewing machine set up, so it's ready to go. It also has a couple of lights on that desk. That used to be my crafting desk there. And so I've got a paper shredder underneath it. So it is good to go and ready for sewing. I also changed the fabric. I had laid the fabric on top of each other, and I realized as I was trying to get some out, they toppled over. So now I have the fabric side by side, and I think that's a little bit better. So those are some of my organization tips there.